Hey, what's up? It's Tru The Saxophonist. And a couple days ago, I posted a post on Facebook right here, basically just asking you guys to ask me some questions so I could answer them in a video. This is that video. So I'm gonna get into it and just answer some of your questions. Feel free to comment in this video if you like this video, and if you want me to do something like this again, I would definitely love to. Cool, let's get into it. First question from Lamba. Do you teach sax too, maybe online classes? Yes, I do teach the saxophone. Every single week I work with students globally via Zoom to work on saxophone and anything relating to the saxophone. These are paid lessons, and if you're interested in signing up or registering or learning the saxophone with me, you can feel free to send me an email at truthesaxophonist@gmail.com. I'd be happy to teach you. Eddie X Nishal, I don't know if I pronounced that right. How did you start your saxophone journey? So I started playing the saxophone at the age of 9. I was in the 4th grade in elementary school. So I don't remember the year, but I was 9 years old. This was about 14 years ago. I just started through the school system, the local elementary school system where I was raised here in the town of Groton, Connecticut. And I just played through school, learned through school, was taught through school up until I graduated high school. And then I went to Gordon College to pursue music education, still playing the saxophone. Then I ended up transferring to Berklee College of Music in the year of 2019, still playing the saxophone at Berklee. Graduated last year, and now I'm here. So this is actually kind of like the peak or the very beginning of my official music career, and I would say it's still kind of the beginning of my saxophone journey as well. Can you play can all the 12 keys be played on the saxophone? Yes, all 12 keys can be played on the saxophone. Apart from saxophone, what other instruments do you know how to play, and when are you starting online teaching? So like I said already, I have saxophone lessons that I do teach already. So I do have online teaching already available. If you're interested, send me an email. And what other instruments do I know? I'm trying to learn the bass guitar. I used to play the piano. I used to play a lot of instruments actually, like the trumpet as well. Dabbled in a lot of things, but I guess that kind of answers the questions. Apart from the saxophone, I've dabbled in almost every instrument, but I've never played them as well as the saxophone. I feel like the saxophone is my best instrument that I'm the best at. Could it be possible for you to come to any African country for stage performance whenever you are called? Yeah, I love to travel. So if anyone ever is interested in having me, wherever you are in the world, literally contact me, and yeah, we'll work things out. But yeah, I do love to travel. I would love to head back to Africa, whichever country would like to have me first. That would be really fun. Another question by Nancy Alexander. What are your future goals? Is there a particular genre of music that you plan to focus on? I love hearing you and look forward to seeing what you do in the future. Thank you, Nancy. Some of my future goals, honestly, I used to kind of have a set goal list, and right now I think my life is just kind of all over the place. It's going in a lot of different directions. So I'm trying to kind of create a new goal list right now. So I don't really have any specific set goals that I hope to accomplish, especially short-term goals. But what I would say is that I am looking forward to building my artistry. I'm looking forward to releasing more original music, hopefully getting to perform more of my original music and getting opportunities that look like that. And I'm also looking forward to hopefully focusing on teaching as well, and not necessarily teaching in the education system, but maybe starting something for myself when it comes to the saxophone. So not general music education, but specifically saxophone education. I'm not sure what that would look like yet, but I would say those are two of my top 2 music goals right now. And is there a particular genre of music that you plan to focus on? I don't know. Right now I love dancehall, Afrobeats, and reggae. I think those are my top 3 favorite genres right now. So I would say I'm gonna focus on those, but I also do play literally everything else, R&B and pop, literally anything. So I don't know if there's a specific genre that I plan to focus on, but maybe I'll just say all of the above. All right, let's do a couple more. Okay, Junior asks, are you married or engaged? No, I'm not married or engaged, and I don't personally feel comfortable talking about my relationship status. Whether I'm single or taken, I tend to be private, and I think there's beauty in privacy. So yeah, just ask that you respect that. Thank you. Another question, Kuwanda. I recently started following you, and I'm inspired to start playing the saxophone. Is it possible for you to make short tutorial exercises for beginners? Nice. Awesome question. Thank you for following. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your support. I have been wanting to start videos like that for a very long time, and I keep like kind of putting it off. I think I just end up getting busy, and then I never get the time to sit down and dedicate like a couple days to recording some, you know, beginner tutorials and exercises. But I'm gonna definitely look into this, and hopefully I can get started on it soon. Harold, firstly, I want to say thank you for sharing your music and talent. You just don't know how much you've reignited the musician in me. How do you riff on the sax, preferably alto? See, thank you for following and supporting Harold. Riffs are interesting. I think, you know, the saxophone is a solo instrument, so we can't play chords or anything like that. And that's also a beautiful thing because it brings like so many options to the table when it comes to improvising and soloing. As far as my riffs, like when I play, I tend to kind of base everything I play off of scales. So like my major scales, my minor scales, and there are different like variations on how I can play those scales, whether it be arpeggios, so like 1, 3, 5, 7, pentatonic scales, regular major scales, or chromatic scales. There's different variations, and when you apply like rhythms, space, and you just utilize different like improvisational techniques and use your scales as a part of those techniques, you're able to kind of create some really cool riffs and lines. So whenever I improvise and I play riffs and things, most of the ideas are really just coming from my scales and utilizing the things that I said, so like arpeggios and speed, tempo, rhythm, things like that. And I just kind of combine those things in my head and come up with random things on the spot to create riffs on the spot. But I hope that helped. Definitely just practice your major scales and your minor scales, natural minor scales, chromatic scale as well. Those are great things that you can use when it comes to riffing on the sax. Okay, so I got this question. This is from Joy, Emmanuel, and Ose. When will you forgive those that traumatize you and come back to Jesus? And then Ose says, please come back to Jesus. Personally, and I will say this, like, I've said it already publicly because I made a post about this. But I would like to say comments like these, like, really actually are quite annoying, to be honest. And they're also a bit monotonous and what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know the specific word I'm looking for, but it is kind of a bit bothering because I have already stated that I do not identify as a Christian and I have stepped away from Christianity. And I would ask that, you know, everyone kind of respects that. And I don't know, when I keep getting comments like this after I've already stated that I'm not interested in Christianity, it is quite bothersome. So I would just like to reiterate that I ask that you respect that. I have a lot of followers who are Christian, who identify as Christians, and that's okay. And I respect Christians and Christianity. I just personally don't identify as a Christian anymore. So I ask, since, you know, I show my respect to believers, I ask that you show the same respect back to me as someone who does not identify as a Christian. So yeah, that's my response to this question. And I really hope that I don't continue to see this because it's not, and also it's like, it's not doing what you think it's doing, you know, because a lot of people who are believers feel like questioning and spamming, I guess I could say, non-believers with questions and comments like this will eventually get them to believe or to follow. But that's just not how that works. It's something that's an individual decision that a person has to make for themselves. So when you ask questions like this and you force this kind of content in non-believers' faces, it doesn't do what you think it's doing. So yeah, I just ask that you respect me and no longer ask questions like that. Thank you. All right, well, great. Well, thank you guys for asking those questions. If you liked this video and if you would like to know more about me, comment on this video, let me know, and I can make a second video. I'll make another post and have you guys ask more questions and make another video. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye.